start with you. Obviously, you had the high point night. Just evaluate the team play and your play.
Well, I think team play, we did good in spurts. We started off really high, especially coming down the second half. One thing I said at the end of the first half was like, we got to double this lead, and then we got up, and then we kind of let down. Typical tales of last year in some cases, and we were just trying to communicate that we can't let up because other teams, Big 12 play, they're gonna bury us if we don't. I think last 17 minutes we scored only like 5 or something points, single-digit points, and we just can't do that against good teams. In the single play, my play, I think I played okay. I got to my spots. I got to the rim. That's one thing I wanted to do when I got the switch on the big. I just wanted to get to the rim and put pressure on the rim. I think I did that.
John, it looked like you were trying specifically not to force things when they weren't there, move the ball. Is that kind of an idea going in, get a little bit better ball movement?
Yeah, I think you never really try to force anything. I think especially just being this early, I think we were trying to get a lot through our offense. So yeah, I wasn't trying to force anything. We won. That's the main thing. We won.
Isaiah, yourself, just sort of same thing I asked Tad. Is it evaluate your performance, the team as a whole, your most extensive action that I can remember, whether it's an exhibition or a real game?
I'll probably say team-wise, we just got to finish the game. We're up, just like Taz said, we're up by a lot, and we just, let up. And we got to finish plays offensively too. And then individually, I got to stop fouling so early. That's it. But yeah, I felt comfortable out there, and I was getting back playing again, and felt pretty good.
Isaiah, the Coliseum was empty when you got injured last season, right? So what was your first experience like playing in Coliseum's fans in it?
It felt good. I felt all the love, from the fans and things like that. I think it's definitely going to help us a lot more this year, energy-wise, than it did last year. So.
Taz, a couple weeks ago, Coach was telling us that the team's defense hasn't been very good. That wasn't the word that he used. But, obviously watching you guys tonight, athletic, pressuring them, forcing turnovers, kind of give me a sense of where this team is defensively, and do you guys think this is a better defensive team?
Well, I think we're on the right track, but we have a lot more to improve on. Rotations, getting to the right spots, helping the helper, but in our scramble situations, I feel like we have been doing a little better, using our athleticism, our length out there, trying to disrupt things. Especially it starts with our point guards, Key and Malik, and Kobe was putting so much pressure on the point guards to where it was having trouble trying to find anyone else, and that made our job way easier. So I think we're on the right path, but we got a lot to go.
Stretching the defense is basically just like a full court man, basically. Kind of like
it's like a full court man. Trap if you want to, and then we'll rotate out of that. You don't have to trap every time, but if we see somebody go, then we'll just rotate.
That's something a little different. Is that something you guys have
We've gone over it every year pretty much. But again, it's like you got to play off of what type of players you have, and I feel like that's why this year is a little different press than what people are usually seeing, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of different half court and full court presses out there too, just to shake things up.
Isaiah, what did you think of the team's rebounding?
We got to do better for sure, but we have the potential. It's like we have the potential to be a really good rebounding team. We're all athletic, all the bigs. We're real long. We just got to get better at it, every day.
For Taz and Sean, you've both been through making shots and going through cold spells. How fine is the difference between when you're making them and when they're not falling?
I know me and Sean probably thinking the same thing. When every shot we shoot, we think is going in. So, the only way to get out of a cold spell is to make one, and you can't make one without shooting one. So, as far as me and him, I don't think no one has a problem with us trying to take a shot or take certain shots, even if we are in the cold spell, because one of them is bound to fall, and then once that one falls, and it's, that starts a whole different ball game.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback off of him, I said it last year, just exactly what he said. The only way you start shooting well is to keep shooting. You can't make them unless you shoot them. That's the type of mentality you have to have. Next one's going in. I know that me and Taz believe in each other, and all 13 other guys in that locker room believe that all the shooters are capable and fully capable of making shots.
Taz, first game without Derek and Deuce. How's that adjustment been for you? What was it like for you that you're kind of the guy tonight and you didn't have them to rely on?
Well, what Deuce brung was someone who can impact the game on both sides of the ball, and then he had the ball in his hand in clutch situations. I feel like this year is going to be more. We have a lot of guys that, other than Deuce, that can handle the ball, so now it's going to be more spread it across like me, Sean, Kedron, Malik. Like, it's going to be more options instead of, okay, we know Deuce is getting the ball, but now people got to worry about so much more. And then DC, DC brought that grit in the paint, getting every hard rebound. He can get a 20-20 game. But, again, same thing with the guards and missing Deuce. We're missing DC, but we also have, like, replacements in a way. Like, we have Isaiah, Paulie, Damon, Gabe. Like, they all have different talents, and I feel like we can use them to their full extent.
Isaiah, do you feel like a newcomer this year, or do you feel like a one-year veteran in terms of getting out play and things like that?
No, I feel like a vet. I've been through the worst, in practice, and I got some experience last year during the season, so I feel like I know a lot more coming in, for the season, and I have a lot more experience. So.
When you're coming in as the new guy and there's 2 of you, 3 of you, whatever, is that different than this year with so many new faces?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it just getting, everybody to learn the plays and play the play style that Coach Huggs wants. That's probably the biggest difference for sure. It's taking longer.
I feel like you overcame a hurdle tonight, the first game back, and got through it, and now go.
Yeah, for sure.
Sean, the stretch where you guys were talking about, when they kind of got back into the game and you guys kind of let up. You're out there for long stretches on the floor during that time. And was it a matter of, it kind of looked like maybe it was a lot of one-on-one, maybe kind of getting away from the system a little bit. Can you just kind of talk about, were you guys getting good shots during that time and they just weren't falling, or was it maybe kind of getting away from what Huggs wanted at that point? Or?
Yeah, I think it goes along with what Zay was saying. We just had, I think we had a lot, at that point we had a lot of new guys out there, just early in the playbook and stuff that we got to work on. I know it's coming quick, and those guys in there realize that it's coming quick, so they got to figure it out. But they're studying the playbook every day, at least they should be. But yeah, we just had, I think, a lot of unexperienced guys out there. We were calling certain sets, and certain guys didn't know what to do, and but we'll figure it out. We got a couple days here to figure it out before Oakland, and it'll be good.
Sean, so the regular season starts in 10 days. Are you guys ready? A couple of scrimmages under your belt. Do you think you're prepared for the regular season?
After tonight, I would say no. But no, I mean, we had a lot of good and bad tonight. More so, I would say, I mean, we won the game. It's the most important thing, like I said. But we were up 30, and then we ended up winning by 15, 17, whatever it was. So it's just when we're up, we got to figure out ways to put teams away, keep your foot on their throat. But no, I think we'll be prepared. That's Huggs' motto. If you're not prepared, you probably won't play. So we'll be ready come Oakland.
Isaiah, did you and Michael Dawson ever cross paths at Huntington Prep?
What school did he go to?
He went to Huntington for his prep career, and he did post-grad at Huntington Prep. I'm just wondering if you guys ever...
No.
You guys did it?
Yeah, no.
Any other questions? Okay, gentlemen, thank you.